Hello and blessings, beautiful souls. Saravá and Axé to you. How are you today? Today is an amazing, amazing Saturday morning. We've got lots on the agenda for the day. There is a huge fundraiser happening for the local fire brigade for all the efforts that they put in to saving our homes and our little towns and making sure that everyone was safe and sound during that outrageous fire period that lasted for well over 18 days. I was told yesterday that there are still somewhere in the vicinity of like 20 little hotspots, if not more, and so there are still firefighters at work in this region that I didn't even realize was happening, you know. So we are very keen to go there and support. We're going to go and spend some money there to make sure that those fireys get their just desserts, because they did put in a hell of an effort for so many days, and you know, we're so grateful. So I'm here at the Commandy Hotel. Behind me is the beautiful marina. I've got to take the little ones into Huonville today to get haircuts and do a few little bits and bobs there, and then we're heading back to Jivo, where we're going to just see what the day brings. Tomorrow there is a small farms expo happening at Willie Smith's apple shed, so that is tomorrow's vlog. I already know that because I'm pretty eager, seeing as, you know, that's kind of what we're doing these days. We're doing a little bit of off-grid farming, and we want to go and see what the go is, and learn the language and immerse ourselves in the culture and just see. So I'm in my warm down jacket, and it's gonna be a really good day. I can just feel it in my bones. It's gonna be a good day. So how are you? It's so nice to be looking into your beautiful smiling faces. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea or coffee or even a beer, depending on what time of the day it is for you, and just enjoy wherever I take you today. Mwah. I have been encouraged by my children to stop off at the organic grocer here, Billy Hill Organics, which is my favorite. It's located in Franklin. If you've never been to Franklin and you're in the area of like southern Tasmania, then come down and meet Corinne, because she is amazing, and her little store is just a wonderland for the zero waster, for the organic enthusiast, and has a ton of great little products for you. And I find myself stopping past every time I'm like swinging through, so it's a great little spot. So I was just informed that Corinne has used some of her beautiful grant money from the fires, and like, you know, it's one of those days today where we're going to be talking about the fires, and she's used it to buy this, like, look at this, it's a peanut butter machine. She's making a peanut butter machine. You can come down and get your own Australian grown peanut butter, Australian grown peanuts. Certified organic. This is Corinne, the one I talk about a lot. We are at the fundraising event for the fire brigade that I was telling you about. Or not the brigade, but the firefighters in general, the Tasmanian Fire Department. And so we're in the oval, like in the car park towards the very back, so you can see it there, like lots of stuff. Hubby and small son are here. This band that's playing right now is lovely, and they had free beer at this event. I walked up with my money to pay, and they're like, no, put your money away. And I'm like, I don't understand what's going on here. I was so unprepared. I didn't know what to do. Thankfully, my friend was with me and she's just like, I'll have this and this. It was good times. It's been a lovely day. Lots of important people have floated through here. Lots of great music, actually. Good food. All the food is free. Everything's just free here. Oh my gosh, listen to her voice. So we're all back at home now after a pretty full day out. The firefighting event thingy that we were at, it was just so much fun, and I wanted to say that since I've moved to Tassie, I haven't had the chance to really participate in the community as such, because I'm busy just doing my thing. I'm busy doing like my work and, you know, just doing that kind of thing. And lately I've made more of an effort to get out and about in the community and to meet and interact with different people, and I have found this community to be very warm and welcoming. And it's something that I feel like at a subconscious level I was quite resistant to, because I had such a strong and close-knit community up in Cairns before I moved. And I suppose in a way I was a bit in mourning, or I felt like I was cheating on my friends, on my social circle, on my community up there. And I just needed to give myself that time to transition a bit, to become okay with the fact that I am not in close proximity with that support network and that awesome community that I cultivated up there. And it's almost like when you break up with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a partner of some description, like it's almost like when you break up, you go through a period of time where you're just like, no, I'm just gonna be alone, I'm just gonna be single for a bit. And it's a little bit like that. And now that I've been putting myself out there a little bit more and interacting and participating and joining in and accepting invitations and doing all that kind of thing, I've met such amazing people, and I've even made a friend, like a genuine friend. So it's still early days of our friendship, but it's just fun to have found someone who is like-minded in many ways and you just feel really comfortable talking to. And getting to that point with a new person when you've moved and, you know, and things are still feeling quite new in every direction can be quite challenging. But I'm just having a good experience at the moment, and I wanted to share that with you because we as a people are so transient these days. Like, I can tell you from personal experience, I have lived in so many different places. I've uprooted so many different times, and each and every time I've done so with optimism, but in the back of my mind I have known that the most difficult part of moving isn't the actual packing of boxes and cleaning of houses and doing all that kind of physical labor stuff, the physicality of moving. It's always been the emotional disconnection from friends and community. In many cases I've been really happy to see the back end of a town and people, and in other cases I've been really sad to leave close friends behind. And Cairns was certainly one of those places where I was so happy to leave the heat specifically behind, but really, really sad to leave the people and the friendships that I'd made up there. And you never really leave the people, you never really lose the friendships, but you do have to remember to put in extra effort when you're not physically connected in that way. And so therein lies the challenges. I guess it's a two-way street in that regard. And I suppose that when people really want to stay in touch with you and you really want to stay in touch with them, then you just go through the trouble of making sure that those relationships remain fertile and that you give them plenty of attention. And so, yeah, it's been really interesting of late, and I just wanted to share this with you because, again, we're so transient. Many of us are moving all the time, and you know, when we move, we always go through these hurdles, you know, integrating into different communities, integrating into different social circles. I mean, it's tricky business, even as an adult. Probably more so than as an adult than as a child. But I have seen my children blossom here. I can see them making friends. I can see them engaging in the community and finding a sense of comfortability and confidence that makes me feel quite peaceful on the inside. And I'm telling you that moving to Tasmania, the way that we did, it was the best thing that we could have possibly done. And so if you are on the verge of that leap of faith, if you want to cut and run, if you believe that, you know, dramatic change is exactly what it is required to just really transform your life right now, then I encourage you to take that leap of faith. All things considering, just make sure that you've got safety nets and things in place. But honestly, we really just sold our stuff, sold our home, you know, packed up and moved, and it was always going to be a nerve-wracking process, but I'm so pleased to say that we have landed on our feet and we are having a really, really good experience, and our life is 10 times better than it was before we moved. So with all of that said and done, I am wishing you so much love, luck, peace and joy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you've enjoyed this video and you've enjoyed having a look around our community and you've enjoyed this chat about community, then please do give this one a thumbs up. Please do remember to comment and to share this video around if it so pleases you. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then please do consider it, because I would love to have you as a community member. Much love and many blessings, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah!